Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. So as you can see, I'm playing as the Vampire Counts. I brought the Red Duke to lead them, and I'm against the Dwarves, which can be a pretty tough matchup. So anyway, I've got a front line, a Graveguard, great weapons. I only afford the 3 because I decided to get a load of other little weird things as well. So I've got a load of Crypt Horrors, they've got great armor piercing, as do the Graveguard. So a lot of armor piercing in the front line here. I've also got a Mortis Engine for that constant draining effect, which can be really useful. Also slows enemies, which, it'll slow Slayers down as well, which is kind of nice. So I can escape things better. But yeah, the constant healing, that's going to be huge. It's going to help this pretty small force withstand a lot of damage. So, also, I've got a Vargulf. I really like the Vargulf, actually, in this matchup. He's very prone to getting just picked apart by, just rangers or anything cheap like that. But he packs a punch, 290 weapon strength, it's pretty good. A lot of armor piercing. So I quite like the Vargulf. He's quite good at bullying armored units. Also, I've got some Fellbats. I've got to have the Fellbats to stop things. There's too many ranged units that are going to be a real problem. So you've got to bring some Fellbats just to bog them down until you can get your Lord in and start dropping zombies. So very useful. These guys will die almost immediately, but who cares, right? They've done their job. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, brilliant. Alright, so over here you can see he's got quite a mixed army. It's quite cool. So here you can see he's got Angrund miners in the front. There's going to be a lot of blasting charges breaking up my front line. He's also got some Dwarf Warriors and the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. The fire damage will help against the, the generating units, but they are anti-infantry. So they should do quite well against the Graveguard, but they will take a lot of damage. So, yeah. Also, Longbeards are great weapons. I'm not sure... the great weapons probably aren't completely necessary, honestly, but, they help. Also, he's got the Norgrimlings Iron Breakers. These guys are going to be a real tough cookie to crack. This is going to be really rough. Yeah, the blasting charges, they're going to break up my formation, and they just won't die. These guys are so stubborn. I mean, let's have a look at their stats, right? 125 armor, they've got bronze shields, they've got 82 melee defense, which is just insane. There's a lot of lords don't have that much melee defense. It's crazy. He's also got a Thane with the Tormentor Sword, very useful for pinning down those, expensive units of mine. Also, he's got the Dragonback Slayers and some regular Slayers. The Slayers are fantastic in this matchup because all the most sort of expensive, scariest things tend to, have not a lot of armor, so they just have the huge anti-large bonus, and the huge weapon strength. They'll just rip stuff up to pieces. It's very scary. So also, he's got Belegar, which is kind of interesting. Don't often see Belegar in this matchup. I think it's kind of a cool one, but he did go Clan Angrund, so what do you expect? But the thing is, I don't think he's the most useful in this situation. He's not unbreakable, he's not immune to psychology, and yeah, I don't know, he's very resilient, but I can just kind of keep him at arm's length. He doesn't really have any, a lot of other sort of big supporting things. It tend to be sort of self-buffs with him, so I don't know how useful he's going to be. Also, he's got some Quarrelers in the back, so good just have some, non-AP missiles, fairly cheap. They're just really useful for taking out, things like the Vargulf and the Crypt Horrors, stuff like that. In the back, he's got Iron Drakes. Trollhammer Torpedoes, these guys are going to be target number 1 for me. If they get, even a couple of clean volleys off on any expensive units, that's a huge amount of cost. So I need to stop these guys shooting at all costs. Also, he's got the Godblobber. The Godblobber is very useful. He's going to have, that... good accuracy, so he's going to be able to hit my infantry really well. And also, that leadership debuff is going to be quite scary. He can, cause things to start crumbling as well. So, pretty formidable, like the Godblobber. Also, the Grumbling Guard, so he's going to keep people fresh, so very annoying. He's right next door to the Norgrimlings Ironbreakers. They're never going to tire out with the Grumbling Guard nearby. And, yeah, they're just very competitive, very good. They're just great. I mean, the Grumbling Guard, they're kind of a must-bring. So, I'm going to speed things up, and we'll see how it goes. So, I'm sending the Red Duke one way, the Fellbats the other, so that way he has to decide which way he wants his missile units pointing. As you can see, the Graveguard have taken a ton of damage, and actually, the Crypt Horrors, they've taken a little bit as well, sort of by accident. But, yeah, my Graveguard in the middle, they are really suffering. So here you can see the bats are coming into the back lines, and he sees I've got a lot of units coming in. So here, going to have some zombies. They're going to pin the Godblobber and the Quarrelers in place. I've got the bats attacking the Iron Drakes. He's got one more unit of Quarrelers here, but I don't think it'll be long before I can just punch through this front line, so I don't know how useful that one unit's going to be. So here, I'm actually sending all the Crypt Horrors down into the middle, and I'm sending the Graveguard around the edges. At least that was the intention. But you can see he's pulling all of his Slayers back in. Here I get a nice breath attack. It does some damage to the Norgrimlings Ironbreakers, but it didn't make the best contact. It just sort of tickled the edge a bit, which is a bit annoying. I don't know why he didn't aim for the centre. So, bit of a pickle, but, you know, it's fine. So, here you can see my Crypt Horrors are suffering, but the Graveguard are coming in to back them up. I got my Vargulf in here too. The Vargulf is going to be doing some serious damage against these guys. These Dwarf Warriors being pinned by Crypt Horrors. These Graveguard are going to be fighting the Warriors Dragonfire Pass, which isn't great for me, actually. I mean, I will win this, but it's pretty good. This is where he wants them, you know. That's where he wants them attacking. And the Longbeards backing them up, that's going to hurt. So here, you know, a lot of scary things happening in here, but yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what's happening there. I've kind of got everything bogged down though. He's actually sent some Slayers in there, both of his Slayers, to try and mop everything up quicker. So the Fellbats aren't going to last, neither are the zombies, but that's fine. I come in here to bully Belegar a bit. I used LC on him to try and lower his melee defense, just so I get a couple hits. But yeah, I'm getting the odd hit in. Remember, he can't heal, so the more damage I do to him, the better, really. My Mortis Engine took some damage early on, but he's just going to be zipping up and down. So you can see the Iron Drakes are starting to fire again, and I don't like that, not one bit. Also, my Slayers, his Slayers are attacking my Vargulf, rather, so that's a bit of a pain. Norgrim's Ironbreakers, they're still doing very well. Here, try and get a breath attack. I think I might have misclicked, though. Is he doing it? Yeah, there we go. So, you see, he does actually do a pretty substantial amount of damage. It hits a lot of the Slayers, which is great news. That's something I really want dead. I think he tickled the Iron Drakes as well, so that's nice. But the Iron Drakes, they are moving their way out, which is annoying. I really need to bog them down. And with all the Slayers in here, I can't have my Vargulf attack him yet, so that's sad. Claw and Nagash, he's trying to do some work over here, which is great. So I actually do dive down into these Quarrelers. I feel I can, you know, take them on pretty well. I'm going to move on to the Iron Drakes afterwards. I'm just interrupting their attacking, basically. Here, Crypt Horrors are attacking Belegar, which is handy, you know, they've got pretty good AP, so they will do some damage to Belegar. But he does have the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass in here, that's going to, you know, hit their fire weakness, which is annoying. Over here you can see the Dragonback Slayers attacking my Mortis Engine, so I really need to get the Claw and Nagash out of there. Grumbling Guard still holding, and so are the Norgrim's Eyebreakers. Here I use Curse of Years. Curse of Years is a brilliant spell here, because if we look at the Grumbling Guard, their melee attack has gone down to 8. Which is pretty pathetic, and only 14 for the Norgrim's Ironbreakers, so it's going to keep my guys alive for a lot longer. So here you can see my Claw and Nagash is taking serious punishment, so that is something I really need to watch out for. But you can see the Iron Drakes, I've been hitting them just every now and then. Every time something is around here, I'm hitting them. So that's what I'm trying to do. Anytime any big monster comes in, hit the Iron Drakes, because they're the most valuable. The more models I can get rid of, the better. It looks like they've been terrified away, which is something. So over here you can see the Warriors Dragonfire Pass, they're starting to suffer. But Claw and Nagash is in a bit of a pickle here. It's not looking great for him. So over here I've got more zombies bogging down these Dragonback Slayers, so I can run in here and start doing some work. I'm pretty sure, does he use a Tormentor Sword here? Apparently not just yet. But, you know, you can see Belegar, he's used all his abilities. I used an LC on him as well. I basically keep trying to slow him down with the LC. That minus 48 speed means you won't be able to get in here and help. Unfortunately, the Iron Drakes did get some very good point-blank shots on, so that is a hell of a lot of damage I've taken here. And that is not good. So I do need to attack them again. Here, I'm trying to break these Longbeards, finally. Obviously the Mighty Oathstone of Belegar does help, you know, it does give a lot of melee defense, which is useful. But, yeah, hopefully, yep, my infantry can finish them off. Good. So here I come with Vargulf, trying to deal with these Iron Drakes again. Over here, still fighting the Grumbling Guard, but I'm winning pretty happily, you know, I'm just healing through all the damage they're doing with my Mortis Engine. Unfortunately, the Ironbreakers are still going, and the Crypt Horrors are almost dealt with. So here, I think I do jump on top of them with the Red Duke, do I? Nope, I guess not. Huh, never mind. Anyway, so more zombies everywhere, which is great. The Vargulf needs to get out of here. He's rallied, but he's taken a lot of damage in this. There's Slayers in here. Not many left, luckily. But I do need to get him out of there. So, yeah, looking pretty rough for him. So, there we go. Grumbling Guard finally gone. I think they do actually shatter pretty soon, because, yeah, there's only 4 of them left. So there we go. Now I have some more power to send to the Norgrim's Eyebreakers. And these guys have actually got a long way to travel. If you look at their range, it's not much. You know, it's not a huge amount. Aims to here. So, you know, I've got some time to attack all this stuff before these guys can get back in range. There's only 6 models now, which is brilliant. I've taken out a lot of their ability to do damage, which is fantastic. And again, over here, it's just zombies bogging down all this stuff. So, you know, that's pretty great for me. So I'm attacking very useful units of his, and he's just got the rest of his decent force, you know, stuck back here, not being able to help anything. So here, I get the Vargulf over here just for a quick hit and run. And here you can see he's shooting the Mortis Engine again, which is a good call, but my god, he is still holding on. But he is so close to his healing cap, it is not looking good. Amazingly, Norgrim's Eyebreakers are still going. Here, trying to stop the Quarrelifying, because I don't want him shooting into the Crypt Horrors or into my Claw and Nagash, which is nearly dead. So here, I come in again. with my Vargolf. Managed to terrify them away. Still not shattered yet, though, which is very annoying. There's still 3 models left. So here, pretty sure the Tormentor Sword. Yep, Tormentor Sword goes down. Luckily, he is very quick. So once the Tormentor Sword's worn off, I'm able to get him out very quickly. So there we go. But, you know, almost crumbling again. Wavering once more. You know, getting close to his healing cap. So over here, I see these guys are back. I can outrun his heroes, so I go straight for the Iron Drace again, try and shut them down. And I'm doing a great job with that. So there we go, shattered. Awesome. So that is the main threat gone now. Obviously he's got his lords, and I'm going to have to fight them eventually. But I've still got a load of, you know, Graveguard that are pretty cheap, you know, AP for me. And, you know, the Crypt Horrors, the Vargolf, the Red Duke, you know, I'll be able to use LC on one of them again to allow all these guys to do more damage. I've still got the Claw and Gash, which nothing can catch anymore. He's very close to his healing cap. But nothing can catch him, you know. He's still got a load of ammo on these Quarrelers. Just look how much ammunition they've got left. That's how much I was able to just stop them being able to be used. You know, you just keep putting zombies down on him. He just hasn't used any of his ammo, which is brilliant. So these guys have basically been a complete waste of time for him. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to just make these units just, you know, not able to actually capitalize. You want to make sure they can't do what they're supposed to be doing. So here, Claw and Gash is just going to be running away from these guys. And he is quicker, so, you know, I just keep running. So luckily he doesn't have another Tormentor Sword, otherwise that would be very scary. I was very worried about that. So running him off. So here I'm going to try and get rid of the Iron Breakers again. They just keep coming back. Over here, there's actually only 2 Slayers left. There's 1 Slayer and 1 Dragonback Slayer. So I'm going to charge the Vargolf through my own lines, and the Great Weapons can deal with him. There goes 1. And, nope, other ones. There we go. So that's all dealt with. And amazingly, these Iron Breakers are still going. It's insane. There's only 1 left, and he's still fighting. How does he have the confidence to keep fighting? All of those dwarf units, they're just like, yeah, I'll fight to the last man, not a problem. Look at that, 2 Goblobbers left, 10 Warriors Dragonfire Pass. That's the healthiest unit that ran, I think. It's absolutely crazy. Oh no, 13 Longbeards over there. But yeah, they pretty much fight to the last man, all these guys. It's impressive. But now they'll use Torment Sword and the Crypt Horrors, but they're just going to turn around and start attacking him. I've got the Vargolf charging in, I've got him, the Red Duke charging in, I've used LC on Belagar, so he's going to be more vulnerable. And I've summoned some zombies, and it's too much. Hit him at once. So, you're going to end? There we go. So, Pyrrhic victory, and it was very hard fought. I had to be really careful to make sure just his vital units were constantly being ineffective, you know, just keep getting the zombies on top of them, have the bats initially, you know, you got to shut them down. And every time I got the chance, send the Vargolf in just to swat a few of them and run off again, you know, just get damage in there. So, as you can see, only 5 kills. I don't know what they were against. I mean, they did a ton of damage to some things. You know, the Claw and Gash took so much punishment throughout that. And I'm pretty sure that was the thing he was targeting the most. But here you can see Slayers did a ton of work. But that was pretty much all zombies. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind them getting a load of kills. Because, frankly, these guys would have been better used to deal with the Vargolf or the Claw and the Gash, the Crypt Horrors, the Red Duke, and the whole time I'm fighting zombies. So, and bats. So, fantastic, you know. It just shuts them down, basically. Just keeping them busy. But of course he had to have the Slayers back there, because he needed to free up these Iron Drakes to do the damage. And I just didn't give him the chance. So it worked out pretty well, I think. So it's definitely a fun one, but it can be a really tough matchup. So I came into this pretty apprehensive, but I like to think I brought my A game here, and yeah, it led to a pretty good victory. So Fruit, well played, man. I think, yeah, I didn't really give you an inch there, honestly, dude. So, yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.